The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
All right, everyone, buckle up. We're diving deep into something a little different today, and let me tell you, it's got me really jazzed up.
Oh, I can already tell this is going to be good. You're practically bouncing off the walls. What's got you so excited?
Beaches, my friend. But hold on. Before you click away thinking this is just another one of those travel segments, trust me on this one. We're going off the beaten path, way off, to a place that, frankly, I never thought I'd be geeking out over for its beaches.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Let's have it. Where are we headed?
Today's deep dive takes us to, drumroll please, Ascension Island.
Ascension Island. Wow, you weren't kidding about off the beaten path. For those who don't know, and I wouldn't blame you, where is this Ascension Island exactly?
Smack dab in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. We're talking Volcanic Island territory, folks.
Volcanoes in the Atlantic. So I'm guessing not your typical white sand, palm trees kind of beach then.
You'd think so, right? And look, I love a good deserted island vibe as much as the next person, but volcanoes and beaches didn't exactly scream relaxation to me at first.
Yeah, I can see that. Not exactly the first thing that springs to mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of this deep dive, and frankly, why I love what we do. We get to uncover these hidden gems, these places that challenge our assumptions about, well, in this case, what a beach destination can be.
All right, you've piqued my curiosity. So tell me, what's the deal with Ascension Island's beaches? What makes them so special?
Well, our source today uses this phrase, remote serenity, which honestly, after the year I've had, sounds pretty darn good right about now.
Can't argue with that. A little peace and quiet never hurt anyone.
Right. But then, just when I'm picturing myself with my toes in the sand, completely off the grid, it mentions unique wildlife. And let me tell you, that's where things get really interesting.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Unique wildlife on a volcanic island in the middle of the Atlantic. I'm all ears.
I knew you'd appreciate this. So imagine this. You're lounging on a pristine beach. No crowds, no noise, just the sound of the waves crashing, and suddenly a flightless bird strolls by. And not just any bird, mind you. This is the Ascension frigate bird, found nowhere else on Earth.
Whoa, a flightless bird. Now that's something you don't see every day, especially not on a beach. It's amazing how isolation can create these pockets of unique biodiversity.
It really is. And it's not just the birds. Think sea turtles nesting on the shore, plant life that looks like it came straight out of a prehistoric era. It's like stepping back in time, all while soaking up the sun on a beach.
Okay, that's pretty cool. You know, you mentioned beaches, but I have to ask, with all this talk of volcanoes, what kind of beaches are we even talking about here? Not your typical white sand, I'm guessing.
You would be right. We're talking black sand beaches, my friend. Created over eons as that volcanic lava eroded. Imagine jet black sand sparkling under the sun, contrasted against those bright turquoise waters. It's a whole different ballgame.
Black sand beaches. Wow, that's stunning. See, this is what I love. You think you know what to expect with a beach, and then Ascension Island throws black sand at you?
Right. This island is full of surprises. And speaking of surprises, did you know Ascension Island actually has quite a few different beaches to choose from?
Really? For a relatively small island in the middle of the ocean, that's pretty impressive. Are there any that stand out?
Well, our source highlighted one in particular, Long Beach.
Long Beach. Okay, I'm intrigued. What makes it so special?
Imagine an endless stretch of that black sand we talked about, framed by these towering volcanic slopes on one side and the vastness of the Atlantic on the other.
Wow. It sounds almost surreal, like stepping onto another planet.
Right. And talk about a sense of perspective, huh? Being surrounded by that kind of raw, untouched beauty. It must be incredible.
It truly is. It's one of those experiences that just stays with you. You know, I was lucky enough to witness a green turtle nesting on Ascension Island once. It was magical.
Whoa, seriously, what was that like?
Well, picture this. It's nighttime. The beach is pitch black except for the light of the moon. And suddenly, this enormous green turtle emerges from the water. These creatures are ancient, and to see one lumbering up the beach to lay its eggs in the black sand, it's just humbling.
Wow. That sends chills down my spine. You know, it's moments like that, those unexpected encounters with nature, that make travel so rewarding.
Absolutely. It's not just about ticking off destinations on a list. It's about experiencing something truly special, connecting with nature in a way that most people never get to. And that's what Ascension Island offers.
A glimpse of something truly unique, hidden in plain sight. Who knew a volcanic island in the middle of the Atlantic could hold such wonder?
Right. It just goes to show you never really know what you might discover if you're willing to venture off the beaten path.
Well said. Listeners, if any of you ever find yourselves on those black sand beaches soaking up the remote serenity of Ascension Island, you know we want to hear all about it.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.